Now, what did you do in June? Can you remember? All of a sudden, June feels like it was a long time ago, doesn't it? However, I think my next guest will be able to recount June's activities in exact detail. Jazz Turner is an engineer from Seaford in East Sussex, and for the month of June she completed a solo circumnavigation of the entire British Isles in her yacht that's called Fear. Jazz is a wheelchair user who lives with a life-limiting condition, but does have plans for an even bigger challenge. Jazz, welcome to Woman's Hour. Let's talk first about this challenge. Number one, the yacht is called Fear. The challenge you set yourself was Project Fear. Why?
So Fear got named after one of my favourite quotes, which is you have two choices in life. You can forget everything or run, or face everything and rise. And in December 2023, we, as a medical team and family, we chose to withdraw invasive life-sustaining treatment that would mean my condition was terminal. And then I was given 6 months to live at the time. At the end of those 6 months, when I was still alive and kicking, I decided I would chase the one dream I still wanted to do, which for me was simple, which was to sail around the world.
Oh, very simple. We'll get into that in just a moment. But the condition you have, can you explain a little? Because I know there's many variations of it, but you have a very severe form.
Yeah, so the condition I have is called hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And it's not actually that part of the condition that means my condition is terminal. I have comorbidities, so symptoms, conditions that go along because of my body not producing collagen. And the issue is I live with intestinal failure, so I can't maintain adequate fluid or nutrition. So I was reliant on artificial nutrition, and it was withdrawing that artificial nutrition that made my condition life-limiting.
I mean, many people would think with that diagnosis that the last thing they would be thinking is solo circumnavigation, unassisted, in choppy waters. Tell us what you did.
Yeah, so I set sail from Brighton Marina on the 2nd of June, and I sailed west around the British Isles, going round the outside of Ireland, top of Shetlands, down the east coast before coming back to Brighton on the 30th of June, having spent 28 days at sea, and set the record as the first female and first disabled person to complete a solo non-stop and unassisted circumnavigation of the UK and Ireland.
Well, congratulations on that. But what are the challenges? Because I mentioned you're a wheelchair user, obviously within limited space with the boat, and you're by yourself. Tell me a little bit about what you had to think about before taking sail.
So we spent months adapting my boat Fear, so that we had a strap system that allowed me to support myself without the use of my legs, lots of handles and handrails so that when the boat's rolling around and rocking around, I can pull myself around. As well as I had to deal with, I have fainting episodes and seizures, so I had to manage those while I was going around as well.
You say it so matter-of-factly. I mean, I even read you suffer from seasickness.
Yeah, I get pretty seasick, but I'm pretty lucky in that when I start feeling seasick, I can just throw up and have it be done with it.
I love that that's lucky.
Yeah.
And I also read, when you're at sea for such a great length of time, you said drifting is really hard to deal with mentally when you want to be making progress. What do you think about when you're drifting?
I think a lot of the time I spent drifting, I spent trying to catch up on sleep, because obviously you don't sleep for more than 15 minutes to an hour at a time. So that was one of the few times I could get some decent sleep. But you spend a lot of time thinking about everything, really, from why on earth you're doing it to what you've got to look forward to and face when you get back.
And why on earth you're doing it? Did you come up with an answer for that?
The honest answer is just because I'm absolutely crazy. But I'm doing it because I genuinely believe that the reason I'm still here and exceeding my my condition and my diagnosis is because it gave me something to fight for, and it gave me something to work towards, and that having that positive goal to constantly focus on and move towards has kept me going when I think otherwise I wouldn't have.
It's such a purpose. You know, you may have heard as well, Jazz, that some disabled people we speak to say there is pressure at times to be exceptional or remarkable, and that they find that objectionable. I'm just wondering if you have thoughts on that.
Yeah, I don't see what I did as an inspiration.
You don't?
No, because for me, it just started as a challenge that I set myself over a cup of tea. And it's never really been about the record. It's been about being true to myself and finding myself and following what made me happy. If other people see that as inspirational, then that's just a bonus. But for me, that's just where my heart lies.
I understand you were in foster care, and your foster parents must be so incredibly proud of you and are very much part of your journey.
Yeah, so they've been incredible. They've backed me no matter what. And I don't, it's not usual when you're given that diagnosis to announce over dinner in the garden that you want to sail around the world, and that you're going to start by sailing around the UK. And my dad, he's a retired engineer, and he helped me adapt the boat. And my mum did all the soft furnishings and contacted every RNLI station on my way around so that they were aware of me and what I was doing, and having their support and total faith no matter what is incredible. And
you just dropped it in there like, who wants to sail around the world? Because that's what you're thinking about.
Yeah, so I've declared my intention to compete in a round the world race that starts from Plymouth, September 2026, called the WorldStar race. I just have the small hitch that I don't have a boat big enough at the moment.
But I have a feeling you're going to overcome that obstacle.
I hope so. I'm hoping that going around with Project Fear, I developed such a community of people who were backing me, and I'm hoping someone in the sailing community can back me again and hopefully loan me a boat so that I can take on this challenge, and together prove that, anything is possible no matter how crazy.
Jazz Turner is looking for a boat to sail around the world. Thank you so much for coming on Woman's Hour, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thanks to all of you getting in touch. Lots of messages coming in.